Chris Allen here on this Tuesday. It is July 23rd. Here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace, the home of weather radios. If you need one, go to any Ace Hardware. They should have them in stock. Okay, not that you're going to need it today, but at some point, you're going to need a weather radio if you don't have one. I don't think we're going to see anything that's going to prompt severe weather for us today, but you can see behind me. Yeah, that's the radar, and look what's coming. Another big batch of rain. Looks like it's going to be with us for much of the day. Let's check the Plano cam here from my home studio in Plano, and we're looking at the beautiful crepe myrtle, which is now in full bloom right in front of my window. And you can see across the street, cloudy skies, just like we saw at this hour yesterday. Today is going to look and feel a lot like yesterday, in which we had periods of rain show up, and then it stopped, then it rained again, then it stopped. It's going to be much like that again today, but you can tell rain is already about to move in, not only just from looking at this, but the radar that I just showed you sees it as well. And here we're looking off to the west, southwest, downtown Bowling Green, and a little bit of the campus of Western Kentucky University. We can see the clouds and even some fog that we expected to be out there this morning. It's around. There's some fog. So be careful, especially in those areas that picked up the rain yesterday. You're more likely to have the fog this morning. We'll check the other AAA Systems weather camera, which is at Wingate Hotel, I-65 and Scottsville Road. There's a lot of fog this morning. We're looking kind of north there. As you know, that's looking kind of across I-65 and Cumberland Trace. Scottsville Road, you can see the Casey's sign there to the right. So that's where we're looking. And you can see that it's nice and foggy in some areas this morning. Not really dense fog, and there may be some where you are, but there are no dense fog advisories or anything like that out this morning. But still be careful, because the fog can cause some low visibility this morning. And then when the rain starts, that's going to cause some low visibility as well. So when you're out driving and things like that this morning or any time today, that could be an issue. All right, here's a look at the radar, and here it comes. This is all just light to moderate rainfall. I am not seeing lightning. Not until you get way down south. Most of this is just what we call stratiform rain. This is just a big area of rain, sometimes moderate. And embedded in here, when you start to see some of these little orange, almost red places, that's where you're getting just a little more intense rainfall. And all of it is moving off to the north and east. We can watch it move here. Here's Bowling Green. Here's Nashville. And you can see, there it goes. Yeah, I saw little lightning strikes, a couple of them right there. Southwest of Hohenwald, Tennessee. Look like some over towards Shelbyville. But you can see all this is moving northeast right into southern Kentucky. So as we continue through the morning, the rains are just going to kind of keep coming in various waves today. Satellite view showing all the cloudiness. Look at that. Very thick cloud cover everywhere in Kentucky, pretty much. The entire state, except for way up here in Cincinnati and around the, Covington, Newport area, Metro Cincinnati. They're getting some sun this morning, but everybody else is in clouds. And you don't see sun until you cross the Ohio River into southern Illinois, southern Indiana. So it's going to be a cloudy, wet day for everybody here in southern Kentucky. So how much rain? And there, excuse me, I can tell it's going to rain because it's doing a number on my voice. I had to clear my throat many times this morning while I was doing the radio show. So, yeah, it's just, you know, I'm not going to get too technical or too descriptive with that. You all know it's that time of year. Here's a look at mesonet temperatures this Tuesday morning, upper 60s, low 70s. And as you know, dew points are high. They're also in the upper 60s to low 70s. So we're right at 100% relative humidity. In other words, the atmosphere is holding all the moisture that it can hold. And so it's not going to take much for it to rain anytime. You saw it coming in. Here's a look at that radar again, overlaid with the dew points, and you can see here comes the rain. Some of you getting some light rain right now, but the heavier stuff, I guess you could say, is about to pull in and be with us for much of the day. Here's a look at winds coming variable, 0 to 5 miles per hour. How much precipitation? Well, let's see here. Let's go midnight to now. And let me cut off the radar. Not much. From midnight to now, it's been very dry. But then you add in the last 24 hours, and that's a whole different story. We picked up 34 hundredths of an inch of rain yesterday afternoon, and I watched from both of our AAA cameras that wall of rain as it moved in to the city of Bowling Green. Corvette plant hardly got a drop. You picked up 44 hundredths of an inch of rain there in Franklin yesterday, and 61 hundredths of an inch of rain up in Ohio County. Everybody else just got sprinkles or less than that. You have to go all the way over here to Monticello in Wayne County to find 1.43, the most that I've seen in southern Kentucky. So, yep, and we're going to add to those numbers again today. Again, I'm not looking at storminess. I mean, it's going to, like yesterday, there will be some rumbles of thunder, flashes of lightning, some heavy downpours of rain, and then it quits. Then it remains mostly cloudy, or even the sun could come out a little bit for a time, and then here comes another batch of rain. Most of this, though, dies off after dark, which it did last night here in southern Kentucky. All right, here's a look at the model blender, looking at the next 10 days. And with each run of the models, this is the blend of models, but with each run of all these models, I keep seeing them shaving down some of the temperatures in the long term. We're going to continue to see low to mid 80s today, the next few days, into the weekend, maybe some upper 80s. Then we do see 90s, but they're around 90 or low 90s, which is pretty normal. That's going to be normal for the end of July and the beginning of August, what you're looking at there. This takes us all the way to August 2nd, which is not this Friday, but next Friday. Really, nothing way off base. That's exactly where we should be this time of the year. These 80s that we've had, that's an anomaly. That's below normal. It's been nice, but you know it's going to heat up again before we start to turn the corner from summer to fall. You know, that's going to take place at some point. Too soon right now for that to happen, but we're not that far away. We're not that far away. Here's a look at the maps this morning. That lazy frontal boundary still just south of us, as you can see. Some fog around Bowling Green, as I showed you on the live cams this morning. And here comes that shower activity coming up out of west and middle Tennessee into southern Kentucky as that wave of low pressure rides along that front, which is stalled out. Now, that front is going to wobble a little bit. Then it's going to go north as a warm front today. So we'll be in the warm sector at 100% humidity. Like I said, it's not going to take much for us to get rain and thunderstorms. Here's tonight, dirty high because there's rain with it. So it's not very strong, but it's a dirty high, contaminated with rain, thunderstorms. The front stays north of us, kind of as a warm front, more fog tonight as the showers die down. Where it does rain today, you will get fog tonight, early tomorrow, guaranteed. Now, as we get into Wednesday morning, here's another round of rain coming in. The front still back to the west and just kind of falling apart. But there's another front to the north, which is going to come down by Wednesday afternoon and evening. Even though this front kind of washes out, the moisture will still be there. And here's your next trigger. This short wave is going to dive in and enhance the rainfall yet again. There's the front coming in for Thursday. And then into Friday, the front kind of lays across southern Kentucky. But we're still kind of in that wet, unsettled sector. Maybe not as much rain as what we've seen in the past few days, but still rainy, showery, if you will. Here's Saturday. The front comes on through. But notice back to the west, it starts to stall out again. Here we go. Same thing that is happening right now. You got high pressure to the east. You got a stalled boundary to the west. We've got unsettled weather here over southern Kentucky. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, still unsettled with rain and thunderstorms at times. The good news out of all of this is that we're not seeing severe weather. That is another bonus. Not only is the cooler air or coolest below normal, let's call it below normal air because it's not really cool, below normal temperatures, that has been a bonus, and no severe weather. That has also been a bonus. Oh, there's a third bonus. This continual chance of rain is keeping us out of a drought because let me tell you, we were getting close to going into a drought situation. But as we sit today, we're 3 inches above normal for this point in July. That's good. Now, if we can hang on to that for the next few weeks, getting us through August, then we may be able to turn the corner late summer into fall, which is in September. We may be able to turn that corner without going into a drought situation. Let's cross our fingers and toes and hope and pray that that's the case. Because I know some people are saying, it's too much rain. It's raining every day. Yeah, but it's keeping us out of a drought. So that's the good news. Okay, in the chat box this morning, let's see. Gail, Rita, Mandem 98, Barbara, Sandra, Tony, Gregory, Teresa, Patty, Gail, Rod, Outdoor Lady, Carrie, who is listening and watching in Tennessee this morning. So everybody, good morning to you, and thanks as always for watching and for trusting me with your weather. I'm on your radio right now at Sam 100.7, which you can also hear the weather. Plus, I play the classic hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and even 2000s, early 2000s. That's on right now, Sam 100.7 FM. And then tonight, you can watch me right here. News 40, NBC 40, CBS 40, WNKY on your TV 5, 6, and 10. And you can also watch me on the News 40 weather app, which you can download right here. Just scan that QR code with your camera on your phone. Just open your camera app, hold it over that circle, and it'll take you to a link where you can download the News 40 weather app, and you've got the weather with you always. radar, lightning detection, severe weather alerts, all of that stuff. All right, you guys have a great Tuesday. Thank you for watching as always.